welcome back to our class. And today we're gonna discuss a new topic. It's all about healthy living through principles of fitness. Do you know what is fitness? When we talk about fitness, it refers to the ability of the person to perform daily tasks without getting tired or undue fatigue, and still have energy to perform daily leisure and to meet unforeseen emergencies. However, before we move on, let us get to know our objectives of the day. Assess eating habits based on the Philippine food pyramids. Determine the risk factors: obesity, physical inactivity, poor nutrition, and smoking. For major non-communicable lifestyle-related disease. Examples: diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and cancer. Now going back to our main topic, what is a lifestyle? When you happen to hear the word lifestyle, what comes up in your mind? When we say lifestyle, it refers to the person, the way he lives, or a group of people lives. But according to the World Health Organization, lifestyle is a behavioral pattern that is chosen from the alternatives that are available to the people. These behavioral patterns could be considered as activities, attitudes, interests, opinions, and values. There are lots of things that we would like to consider when we say lifestyle. It may have the things that you do, exercises, jogging, weightlifting, yoga, doing some the things you love such as photography, or your attitude while you are eating while using your cell phone, or having talking while you are eating, or having a nutritious diet, and even working at the same time having fun. So these are the things that we need to consider when we talk about lifestyle. Now I need you to get a pen and a paper, and I'd like you to pause and reflect to this. Give at least three activities or interests that you love to engage in or that you usually do. For those who are online, you may go to mentimeter.com and copy the link given in the screen reflected. Or you may also go to minty.com and use the code given. I'll give you about 5 seconds to do the tasks. Well, I could see there are a lot of people now, right? The activities that they are interested in. So a lot of you gives, the word cloud gives enjoyment, surfing, internet browsing, playing. Okay, that's good. Okay, those are the things that we describe when we talk about lifestyle. And second word that we're going to discuss is about the weight management. Weight management is something to do with managing one's weight with a healthful, balanced eating, and of course, doing physical activities. There are different classifications of weight. These are the overweight, normal weight, underweight, and of course, obese or obesity. Let's discuss one of each. The overweight. Overweight, when someone's weight exceeds of the average individual height. When you say overweight, you are somewhat 10% bigger to the desired height and weight. Probably you may short, and at the same time your your weight is somewhat bigger. Next to that is the underweight. Underweight, when a person's weight is lesser amount average on the individual's height. Commonly, these are the people who are lean, people who are tall, but yet their weight is somewhat lower than the average weight of a person. Next, we have the obesity. If there is an increase of the body fat, so when we say overweight, that's 10%, obesity is somewhat 20% or more. Normal weight, ideal body weight and composition, meaning his height and weight is just in a normal BMI. To determine your weight classification or weight status, it is not enough that you measure weight using a weighing scale. The weight status of a person can be determined using the body mass index as a tool. It measures the fatness and thinness of the body. And how we're going to know whether our body weight, we belong to a normal, underweight, overweight, or obesity? By simply getting your height and weight. BMI also defines a person's weight in kilos divided by the square of his or her height in meters squared. The following chart shows the classification of weight in relation to the BMI. Less than 18.5, that means to say you are underweight. If you got 18.5 to 24.9, that means you are in the normal or healthy weight. If you got 25 to 29.9, that means you are overweight. And if it is 30 or higher, then you are obese. Take note, these are the things that indicators if you are prone to have a disease or prone to have a chronic diseases. Another way of having this weight management, aside from height and weight, we have to measure also our waist and hips. So this is what we call waist circumference. This is a good way of determining the visceral fats. When the visceral fats usually located in our stomach or belly. The more visceral fats stored in our body, the bigger chance or higher chance of having those risk factors. And these risk factors such as the cardiovascular and the diabetes. How to get the circumference, waist circumference, is simply you are going to divide your waist divided by your hips. So get your hips in centimeter and also your hips. Get the measurement of your waist divided by your hips. So if there is a high risk level if you got 100 centimeter for men and 90 centimeter for women. Higher risk factor again to get some diseases. If you got 100, then you are just a normal. For a female, 90. If you got lesser than 100, then you are low at risk of getting those diseases, chronic diseases. And if you got 30, 90 below, for a woman, of course, the lesser chance of getting the chronic diseases. Physically, if you will just look at the person, the bigger the belly because of inactivity, because of poor eating habit, then there is a bigger chance of having chronic diseases. What is the relationship between lifestyle and weight management? The more activities you engage in, it changes the health status. The more activities, the lesser chance of getting those diseases. However, if you will not do activities, then the bigger chance also of having health problems. Good health lifestyle reduces the health problems. Take note of that. According to Food and Nutrition Research Institute or FNRI, people doing the following activities reduce at least 10% of their body weight and maintain it within a year. This will result in a reduced risk of acquiring lifestyle and non-communicable diseases. These are the following: doing an activity an hour for daily exercise. Again, it's just a 20 to 30 minutes activity per day. Gets you active, you become active, and of course, reduces the risk of having health problems. Another way is to engage oneself in a low calorie and low fat diet. Next to that is not to skip the breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It gives you energy and to keep you move forward for the whole day. Another is you need to maintain your proper diet. Remember the go, grow, and glow. Having those in our food plate, you will be able to reduce the risks of having problems when it comes to heart diseases, even stroke and diabetes. Consider to have in a plate of vegetables and fruits. Eat a variety lean of food, meat. Consider also to eat some of the seafoods. Drink water instead of soda and have a low fat milk. Look at this food pyramid. The base, which is somewhat you have to consider the number of servings, and the lesser must be taken into consideration. Daily exercise, drink water at 8 glasses of daily, and expose yourself in 10 minutes in the sunlight to activate the vitamin D. Another to consider is the Pinggang Pinoy. It is presented per meal basis showing a model of the right food group proportion to meet the energy and nutrient needed for the Filipinos. Now you have the grow. Consider the fish, the lean meat, the go, which is the rice or other root crops, the glow for the fruits and vegetables. Remember also to drink a lot of water, 8 glasses of water. Another way in order for you to keep track your fitness level is to check your weight regularly. Checking on it, at least you will be able to know or to assess in a week whether you eat too much or you may not able to drink at all or you may not able to eat at all. And of course, observing the same diet in weekdays and weekends. Remember, there are sometimes we said it is a cheat day, so I have to eat a lot of food or a lot of things that I would or drink a lot of the things that I would like to eat and drink. However, remember that the moment you will take beyond the calorie intake per day, that will become stored and they may be able to not easily get rid of. Might be in overnight you will be if you keep in doing it, you will may not be able to achieve your ideal weight. Among the Filipinos, eating is not just sustaining oneself. with energy needs, but also having a strong cultural element like social communication with family, friends, and social groups. With these customs and tradition, the following are some Filipino eating habits that had been developed among Filipinos, which may not be observed in other some nationalities. Given our custom and tradition, the following are some the Filipino habits. 1. Filipinos eat more than 5 times a day. Usually we have breakfast, snacks, lunch, snacks, dinner. So that's why we have five. Next to that, we tend to eat a lot of rice. Filipinos are known to be rice eaters. We normally not only eat rice, more than 1 cup of rice. Filipinos sometimes eat using their hands. So don't be there are some might be culture shock when they saw Filipinos eating with their hands. Kasi when we eat, we tend to eat more when we are using hands. Filipinos are also great advocate to festivities. This is one way in showing the culture of the Filipinos. So food will not be absent. So everything in the plate is being served. Most of the Filipinos eat too much, especially during festivities. And the last, they like condiments like vinegar, soy sauce, dipped in some of the food that prepared. And because of this, hindi mawawala lahat to. Let's have pause and reflect. Assess your eating habits. Describe your eating habits by checking or by answering yes or no. Question number 1. Did you drink 8 glasses of water in a day? 2. In a meal, do you include fruits and vegetables? 3. Do you skip any meals? 4. Are you a rice eater? Last but not the least, are you fond of eating salty, oily, or even processed food? Now let's get to know the answer for each one of it. If you drink 8 glasses of water, that means to say you are practicing healthy habits. Why? This drinking a lot of water could help you replenish all the negativity bad cells in our body. It helps you rejuvenate and gives you energy to keep you going into a particular day, especially if it is too hot. Drinking enough water, you will be able to stay optimally hydrated, since about 60% of the human body is actually made of water. It needs to maintain hydration levels to fuel cells and keep the brain and body functioning. When you drink enough water, it may offer health benefits including weight loss, better for performance, reduced severity of headaches, constipation relief and prevention, and of course, decrease the risk of kidney stones. In a meal, do you include fruits and vegetables? If you say yes, that means you are practicing eating healthy habits. Why? Having fruits and vegetables contains lots of vitamins and minerals that helps your body specific if you are into inflammation, it helps get rid of those toxins in our body. Fruits and vegetables are good source of vitamins and minerals. They are an excellent source of dietary fiber which can help to maintain a healthy gut and prevent constipation and other digestion problems. A diet rich in vegetables and fruits can lower blood pressure, reduce the risk of heart disease and stroke, prevent some types of cancer, lower risk of eye and digestive problems, and helps your skin look younger and healthier. Third, did you skip any meals? Take note. Skipping meals could not help. It causes the body to lower its metabolism. It causes us to burn less energy, meaning there will be fewer calories. Can lead us to gain weight when we eat our usual amount of food. Leave us with a little energy because of the food has run out of the fuel we get from the food. Leave us sluggish and tired. And last, it causes headaches or make us feel weak and shaky. If you are a rice eater, it is a fatal in the long run. Excess arsenic is linked to an increased risk of heart disease and some types of cancer. It also higher risk of type 2 diabetes. If you are fond of eating salty, it may lead you to enlarged heart muscles, headaches, heart failure, high blood pressure, kidney disease, kidney stone, osteoporosis, stomach cancer, and stroke. If you are fond of eating oily food, this may lead to weight gain and obesity, cause acne, increase your risk of heart disease and stroke, cause bloating, stomach pain, and diarrhea. For a processed food, unhealthy levels of added sugar, sodium, and fat leads to serious health issues like obesity, heart disease, high blood pressure, and diabetes. Let's get to know the Filipinos' nutritional status. In this data, there are different gender and age group. For the male, 11 to 12, 13 to 19, and all ages. For female, there is 11 to 12, 13 to 19, and all ages. And the last row is for both sexes, 11 to 12, 13 to 19, and all ages. At the last column, at risk of overweight percentage, there is an increased percentage for the male ages 11 to 12, 6.4, while female 11 to 12 is 4.3. That means to say more male are not conscious with their body weight. They are fond of eating and of course perhaps with activity. But as the age increases, the female increases to obesity, overweight 4.5 rather than for the male which is 4.2. As we can see at the last row, both sexes and all ages, there is an increase of 4.6. That means to say more Filipino people are prone of having such diseases since there are increase in overweight. Talking about diseases, let's get to know what are the causes of lifestyle disease or non-communicable diseases. These are the diseases that we get not by transferable but based on the things that we do, we eat. As what they saying goes, you are what you eat. First is smoking, alcohol intake, physical inactivity, unhealthy diet, and nutrition. Smoking is dangerous to our health. It may lead to different harm to our organs. As you keep on smoking, it may causes cancer, heart disease, and even may lead to death. Another cause of lifestyle disease is alcohol intake. It may lead to cancer of the mouth, esophagus, and liver. And a prolonged intake of this would also cause the stroke, heart disease. Physical inactivity. Inactive lifestyle could lead to a different acute disorders such as obesity and high pressure. Take note, the lesser you move, the bigger chance of having chronic diseases. Unhealthy diet and nutrition. poor nutrition may lead to chronic diseases. Remember, you are what you eat. How to prevent this lifestyle disease? One is to do regular exercise, eat the right kind of food, get enough sleep, and rest. Regular exercise, you may do 20 to 30 minutes in a day. A simple walk, jog, or doing some sports, badminton, basketball, or even swimming. Eat the right kind of food. Take note, go, grow, and glow. It must be present in all types of meals. Get enough sleep. You may have 8 hours sleep or at least 6 hours. Another way to prevent lifestyle disease is to stain the body with enough water. 8 glasses of water maintains your body replenish all the negativity and also able to weight loss, even would also get rid of severe headache. Next is reduce stress. Do some activities that you love, even listening to a radio, or do a yoga which would increase the breathing. It is an exercise that would also increase the muscle endurance and strength. Next to that, you need to quit smoking. And the last, assess fitness level. You have to know whether you are still in the proper track of having normal body weight or might be you are already overweight. At this point, let's have an assessment. I'd like you to answer these or create this one. Based on the discussion set, create 1 day 5 set meals for you to make sure that you will achieve normal body weight. Include the estimated amount of food recommended. For example, remember your BMI. If you are an underweight, so you need to increase your body weight, you may consider 2 cups of rice, 1 piece of medium banana, 1 piece of chicken, water, and vegetables. So might be you will consider that. If you have a normal body weight, so consider as well, take note of a rice. So 1 cup. If you are also of overweight, so you need to cut your body weight, so you consider also half of rice. So you need to have breakfast, snacks, lunch, snacks, and dinner. After creating your meal, you need to answer this question. In preparing your menu, what are some things that you need to consider? Your output regarding the menu, 1 day menu, and this question must be written, must be submitted in our LMS. It's up to you what you're gonna use, whether you will use Word, Canva, Notepad, or a clean piece of paper. So good luck! Before we end this lesson, I have something for you to ponder on. Food for thought. A healthy lifestyle not only changes your body, it changes your mind, attitude, and mood. This is your teacher, Rose Jane, signing off. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching and listening, and see you next episode.